Oh, we are live. We are live. This is We Made It Podcast back in the building. Of course, we're going to be waiting for Caesar. And let's see how long we're going to be waiting for. I'm going to put the link in Twitter. Real quick. Real quick. Oh, God. All right. We're waiting for Caesar. He'll be in here soon, hopefully. Because we got to talk about Argentina. Damn, should I turn my fan back on? I'm already getting hot. Jesus Christ. I really hate this weather. So much to talk about Argentina. Racist ass country. Racist ass players. But in the meantime, we wait for Caesar. Wow. All right, Caesar, come on, dog. This fool literally just can't help it. I was going to wait, too, to go live. I was going to wait, but, I was like, he already knew 7. He said he's down for 7. I was like, let me just go live. But the Black Brazilian is late, per usual. Now, let it be some Valorant. This will be right in here. Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm going to watch Cavani score a goal for Boca. Because this fool. Ooh, they were trying to say he was offsides? Hold on, let me see. Ooh. Okay, they were trying to say he was offsides at first. Damn, Cavani still got that long, luscious hair, too. Oh, that's on, baby. Yeah, good call. That's on. Perfect. Barely got that. Ooh. Cavani over here scoring goals. Imagine if he was with Uruguay in the Copa America. Oh, there he is, finally. There he is, finally, with a new shirt.
It's very old.
12 minutes late.
I'm looking at the clock. No, I'm not.
Okay, well, it's pretty late still. But it's okay. I should have put that we was gonna play Valorant, and then you'd have been right here.
I should have just started playing Valorant.
You should have. You should just start streaming Valorant. Just play it. Just talk about it while you're streaming Valorant.
Just go live, start playing Valorant. Like what? Oh yeah, the show.
You would think that a Brazilian cares about Argentine racism, but maybe not. Maybe you're having South American solidarity. You never know.
I mean, they're barely.
Interesting. Okay.
They're too close to Antarctica for me. I don't like it.
Fair enough. They do that the Strait of Magellan.
Don't get it started. Let's do some geography. Don't get me started.
Get you a paper towel or something. Damn.
The things I do, dog. You know what I'm saying? The things.
Not shorts. Not shorts.
This isn't shorts. A shirt.
Okay, not a shirt. Not a Wolves jersey.
I don't have a paper towel.
You ain't got no damn washcloth or nothing.
Actually, I do have a paper towel. Go ahead.
You couldn't bring the tank top out. Damn, he's still wearing shorts and no drawers.
You know, I'm doing this live from, you know, a humid area. That's why it's very humid out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if it was Valorant, it'd be fine. Anyway,
It's not fine when I play Valorant either, but yeah.
okay, but you still do it. Okay. Anyway, Caesar, look, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about interesting. Oh, matter of fact, I got that flyer to send you after the show too. I'm gonna send you the flyer, and you're like not even gonna comment on it, and I already know how it's gonna go. But I know how you are. It's okay. We have to talk about what Argentina. Excuse me.
I'm having a great time.
What Argentina did after winning the Copa America. Now, let me just say this. They gave them the Copa America. Colombia through that final. But
I don't even recognize that team that played. I don't even know what the hell we were watching. It was horrible. It was just horrible. Like
they threw.
They really like I'm mad at them. Actually, like legit, I'm not happy with them about that. I'm gonna remember that forever.
It was rigged. They threw. After the Copa America victory, Argentina players, there was a few of them on the bus, and they sang a song. Now, I don't like the words in like I couldn't find the clear words in Spanish, but I do have the translation here because they were on this bus singing racist songs aimed at French black players. And I got so many links here. We're gonna really talk about it, Caesar. We're talking about it. So here, let me just say the lyrics to the song, and you can tell me how much you love them. Listen, spread the word. They play in France, but they're all from Angola. They're going to run well. They like to.
They don't know maps already. Go ahead.
Okay, Caesar's going to interrupt middle of the song. Okay, I'm going to start over. Listen, spread the word. They play in France, but they're all from Angola. They're going to run well. They like to sleep with trans people. Their mom is Nigerian. Their dad is Cameroonian. But on the passport, it says French. That's what we're working with, Caesar.
Like, let's dissect this for a minute there. That right there only tells you DJ Dijon Mustard on that beat, he didn't get on. But that just tells you how swagless Argentina is for these lyrics. What is even going on there? At least try. Number two, okay. Let's keep it serious because I can't make too many jokes this early. It's like I think it's really funny an Argentinian person talking mess about European teams having players from other countries or parents from other countries. I don't know if you forgot who you are or who you were or where you came from. There's a lot of people on your team who I bet some of them parents don't have passports. Some of them parents definitely might have some fresh citizenships, okay? So don't play around because some of those last names they don't come from historically Argentinian Hispanic families. Those are some from European colonizers that have come and changed that name too. So they don't act like they're all like original people or something. A whole team full like First Nation Argentinians. Okay, that shit is disgusting. I think. Have I called out French players on this before as a joke? Yes, but not to the degree wherever you would be making these songs and saying that kind of stuff. And also, I just don't understand how you can have a song talking about people from another country or playing another country and just throw in random transphobia. Like, how did you just sidewind past a transphobia? And they're like, what? So you're just doing a diss towards Mbappe is all I hear. You're just gonna come at Mbappe straight up. Then that's all I hear because I'm hearing his parent background and I'm hearing the transphobia. That's all I'm hearing.
For Angola? Sure. Camavinga's from Angola.
They got players from Angola. Okay, dude.
I'll say this: like the thing about Argentina as a country, like it is made like the country today is made up of immigrants. Like it's immigrants from Spain and Italy. Like even they literally talk with an Italian like tongue in their Spanish. Like
The rhythm of how they speak too, like their rhythm is similar.
Messi has Italian citizenship.
Ask how those players get those visas so quickly to play in Europe. I wonder why they get them. Is it because they're just nice Argentinians? No, it has to do with some of their parents and their backgrounds.
They're like grandparents came from like Italy or Spain or whatever. This person Sultan says, didn't Crespo do a 23andMe and find 0% Argentinian DNA? I don't think there's a such thing as Argentinian DNA because it's not even it's a country of immigrants, and they basically killed all the indigenous people that were there and all the black people that were there 200 years ago, or forced them out of the country. It's a like they're talking, like they're making this song about black players coming from Africa and playing in France. But y'all were just Italians not that long ago, and y'all like then this place Argentina, like it's a mestizo country. They're mixed up, and like to have, like I'm not saying you can't have pride in Argentina, but you're not that different from like Enzo Fernandez has more in common with an Mbappe or like Messi has more in common with who's one of them? William Saliba than like Rabiot. You know, like you have more in common with that player than you do these white players on France. But let me just say this part. We're like intellectualizing it, and they're just being outright down dirty racist. They're seeing black skin and saying that's dirty. We don't like it. Africa's gross, and you guys are fast, and you have no morals, and you're black, and I hate you. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, and to go off real quick off what Sultan said, I mean, I took a 23andMe also. Those things I took an ancestry.com. They don't paint, they're inaccurate because the way the world was constructed does not come from a base of these countries have always been there at the beginning of time, and that's their heritage since the beginning. You can't trace that. There was nothing on there that said Brazilian because you can't really just be 100% or even 1% Brazilian because Brazil is a mix of so many different backgrounds and countries come together due to colonization, all that stuff. That all came to create Brazilians as we know it, which is not even that old of a country. I think it's like 200 years old. So you can't even say like, oh, I'm 100% Brazilian. It's like you're just kind of trolling or you're just messing around. Also, I think at some point during like a lot of conservative movement, the proponent of like conservatism was like bringing in nationalism and like making that like pride the symbol of them, right? Like for example, the flag is very symbolic to like conservative and political ideologies in Brazil as well as it is in America. So that nationalism, it like early like 2010s blew out the water and became like a movement, a forefront of like right-wing ideology. That doesn't mean just because you have national pride or being a national pride it's okay to be racist, or that is a means to be racist. You can be proud of where you're from or the country you're from or your culture without being a fucking racist. Especially the last thing I literally cannot stand is hearing anybody, like, I'm not even saying a European person is allowed to be racist because I can come at you too, homie. Trust me. Like they can get it cracking also. But for sure, anyone south of a goddamn equator, especially the southern hemisphere, becoming racist towards other people, other backgrounds, other countries who had a lot of high immigration count. Argentinians cannot do that. You can't be that way. Like your country has also been birthed and grown through the backs of immigration and what's happened in that country. You don't get to do that. So I I hate that part, and I think what I hate the most out of them doing it, like I hate that happening. But I'm gonna be real. I've seen that so much in my life, especially in South America. It's kind of whatever. Like when I saw it, it was like it wasn't really made me mad that he did it. Like that made me mad he did it. But it's like what makes you more upset is the comments. Like people, how the response is, how addressing it, the response to it pisses me off more because it's either a lack of anything, it's blown off as nothing, or it's whatever. And me taking it as nothing is not symbolic to it not being hurtful or anything. It's just me being unfortunately like very used to seeing that. But I think that at a professional level, it needs to be taken extremely seriously because when you don't address these things, when you don't tackle them, as We Made It podcast has done for so long, we talked about punishments and what to do about racism in the sport for so long. It's literally ridiculous. Probably one of our most talked about subjects is racism in the sport. It's nonstop. It's not gotten better through every single FIFA racism armband they wear. It's not gotten better. It's not gotten better. And I'm gonna be real. I've seen it before, but I'm seeing a lot more like homophobic and racism and like transphobia like leaking in there as well too. And it just you're just creating a cesspool of just gross behavior, and I hate that shit.
Yeah, like going back to what you're saying about the responses, we saw Wesley Fofana like damn near the day of tweet. I think it was a tweet saying like I think he said like blatant racism 2024 or something like that. Then we saw Enzo Fernandez, like a lot of the like Enzo. It was Enzo Fernandez's live. Like
but there's people there, like Christian Romero was in there. I saw
there were some other people there. Like you can't really tell who's singing the song, but like for me, like you're basically all guilty.
Christian Romero was in there, and he's singing the song. Nah, I'm gonna put. I'm not a gambling man. I'm putting money on that one. I'm gonna put some money on that one.
Even though that fool's dark as hell, so Wesley Fofana is Enzo Fernandez's black French teammate. Then you saw the African Nico Jackson come out and defend Enzo Fernandez by posting two pictures. One Enzo Fernandez like high-fiving a black baby, and then like Enzo Fernandez just like happening to be in a picture with Nico Jackson and Cucurella. Like I don't know why that's defending him, but then we saw after that the French Federation made a legal complaint, and their statement was given the seriousness of these shocking remarks, which are contrary to the values of sport and human rights, the FFF president has decided to contact his Argentinian counterpart and FIFA directly to file a legal complaint for racist and discriminatory remarks. The president of the French Football Federation, Philippe Diallo, sounds Haitian to me, condemns in the strongest terms the unacceptable racist and discriminatory remarks made against the players of the France team as a part of a song sung by players and supporters of the Argentina team. You know who else actually came out and said something against what Enzo Fernandez and the Argentine players did? Your boy Hugo Lloris actually came out and said something. He said that let me find it. Wait, why are they showing that? He said they deserve a lot of credit for what they've done on the field for the last 4 or 5 years, talking about Argentina. He said, but when you win, you're an example for others, especially kids. It was a proper attack about the French people, especially for the French people who have African origin and family. And I really like that he said the French people. I like that he's not differentiating
black people in France.
Yeah, he's saying like he said the French people and especially these French people. He's showing that French people don't just look one way or don't just have one background. French people can be of all shapes and sizes and colors. And when you like make fun of one aspect of French people, you're making fun of all of them.
100%. You know, it's and like when I'm coming to Argentina, I'm not saying that like this doesn't exist in other countries. Obviously, it goes without being said. It exists in Brazil. Like, what are we even talking about? But the video in question is not about, you know, after the Brazil loss, they're singing about racist songs, you know, about who do we get bounced by? Somebody whack. Anyways, it
I
wasn't
think it was
about that.
Colombia,
Yeah,
right?
we wasn't singing about Colombia and, you know, having whatever racist things about them. Argentina did that, and Lloris is making a good example of saying that because it is true. Like, pretty much the world watches Argentina. Like, you're not like, it's not like, oh, this Armenian team won and, you know, said some stuff and it's about Eastern European conflict or whatever. And it's not even that. It's like there's Argentina doesn't even have a base to use as like, oh, well, you know, we were enveloped in this horrible war for years and they oppressed our people. You dealt with none of that. That's nothing like that happened to you to become even an excuse for racism. So you have nothing to fall back. Stop it. You have nothing to fall back on when it comes to that. Or Argentinian, like you don't get to do that. So, and even no matter what, you don't have a reason no matter what. But like, it just sucks that everybody in the world sees that. They see this is the team that's a back-to-back winner of Copa America, along with the World Cup winner. They are a winning-ass team, going down as like a national team dynasty at this point from winning so much. And at the forefront of it, their captain is arguably one of the biggest, most popular, considered arguably by some pundits the greatest player ever or in the world. That's the captain of that team. And so many times consistently, you hear them talk about responsibilities of a captain, behaving outside the field as a captain. And if captaincy gets removed, all this stuff. I mean, when it comes to this, though, we're just.
Well, let me get into that in a second because we're going to go down the timeline a little bit here, Honda shirt.
Okay.
Let me also tell you what one of your favorite players of all time, Demba Ba, had to say about.
I don't
what he had to say. He's like, look, I'm retired. I can say whatever I want.
Demba Ba was never mind. He has some interesting history with some homophobia, but I'm not gonna say about that.
Okay. Oh, Senegal. Demba Ba on Twitter said, Argentina, land of asylum for former Nazis on the run. From 1945, Juan Perón hosted war criminals, and it surprises you? But I'm like, also, like, Brazil did that too. Like, let's not pretend like Brazil didn't do that too. Like, let's
yeah, but I mean, assimilation and integration of like Black culture is vastly different, and especially communities are vastly different than with Argentina. There's no question that both countries have historically had issues with this. It's to be true across. Honestly, you could do that in a lot of countries in Latin and South America. It's sadly a construct of history. But you're not going to tell me that you're going to have the same lifestyle, whatever Argentina's in Brazil. The treatment is totally different. The population numbers are different. The dysphoria is totally different as well too.
Okay, y'all had Nazis too. That's all I'm saying. So let me just
some were scientists here, but okay.
Yeah, well, America's the worst, but don't follow suit. Okay, let me just say what Chelsea had to say as a team. Then we'll get into the good stuff. The stuff that was happening, what like the Argentine players and what was happening in Argentina, because Argentina, like, y'all are just too whack right now. But let me just say what the Chelsea had to say. Wesley Fofana said uninhibited racism. Okay, all right, sure, dropping the big words.
That's a banger.
You feel me? He was like, release your inhibitions. No, I'm just joking. Okay. Chelsea said their statement after all this: Chelsea Football Club finds all forms of discriminatory behavior completely unacceptable. We are, you know what? I'm not reading that shit.
I don't hear the corporate answer.
Yeah, I don't really care because, like, are y'all going to do something or not? Like,
no, I mean, they need to think about the train situation. They're going to do this either.
About the what situation?
Remember them people doing the monkey chants and Chelsea fans on the train?
That was in France, though. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, where'd it come from?
Okay, so let's get into you were mentioning.
What about Enzo's dad? You see what Enzo's dad said?
No.
His dad basically was like, it's not a topic anymore. He already talked about his teammates. I think what Wesley Fofana did was extremely disrespectful. Like, it's crazy because it's like his counterpoint is like he's supposed to address that privately. Motherfucker, your son went on IG Live. Your son is such a fucking idiot. Is such an idiot. He can't even be racist in like low-key fashion. My man pressed live and did it. That's how cozy he is being racist. That tells me, what do they say? What you see is probably like 2% of what's really happening. I'm sure it's way more lit than that in their own damn locker room, probably on the field too. I'm pretty sure they're wild on the field too. So don't try to gaslight everybody right now saying it's all been addressed. And definitely the last person you want to come at is Fofana, because if anything, he's like, well, my God, he's my teammate. I seen this online. I just responded. I didn't swing first.
Yeah. Also, like, your son also did a public apology. So like, it's not a private matter when you
Your
do
son did 2 posts, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So shut up.
Your son was talking about he stands against racism and he's high-fiving black babies. My bad. I didn't know you was high-fiving black babies. I'm sorry, dog.
Just wait, Abu Enzo. Just wait until your son stops fucking with you and stops sending them checks. Mm-hmm. Then what you gonna have to say, because he's sending them checks right now, but in a few years he's probably gonna be playing in Russia somewhere.
No, when he gets sent over at 33 years old to play for Independiente down there, then it's gonna be a little different. When he's playing for Newell's Boys or whatever, see them checks. Or when you start getting extorted a little bit, get kidnapped a few times, then we'll talk about it, homie.
Exactly. He's sending them checks right now. He's sending that bread, but when it stops, you're gonna be like, "Damn, dude, shit! I wish I had a black son. They be taking care of their parents." But anyway,
I'm buy a big house. Let me live in there. Goddamn.
Shit. Who are you? Nobody cares about you. You don't have.
I didn't know he had a dad. I'm be honest. I didn't know he had a dad.
Why
did you just pulled up? I didn't know who you were.
Like, but the whack thing is like, well. The whack thing is like, you saw one person, which we're gonna talk about right now, but you're not seeing nobody from down there saying like, yo, dog, like, yeah, that's just trifling, yo. Like, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. They're just all accepting it, including his hoe ass dad. Literally, your son got lucky, dude. Like, your son got the World Cup, huh?
Oh yeah, sorry. Can I actually read his dad's quote? I forgot. It's a wild one. Can I read the quote?
Go for it.
Okay. I know who my son is. He's not like that. He's not racist, never. It's hard for a European to understand our football culture like chants and celebrations. So you're defending racism. My bad. Yeah. I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't know it was okay. So he recorded that live at an inopportune moment. It was bad. He didn't even realize he was singing.
Oh, God.
In 2000, here's the quote that I love. This is the best part. In 2014, when Germany beat us, they imitated how gauchos, which is, if you don't know, it's like a horseman or like a cowboy or whatever.
Yeah. Say it in Spanish. Don't say it in Portuguese.
Okay,
say
gauchos. Gauchos. Walking. I'm not gonna relegate myself to that dookie ass country's language. I'll say how I want. And they imitated how gauchos walk and called us ignorant. In 2018, France mocked Messi for his height. We never came out to say we were being discriminated against. So is Messi's height conducive to the country? Is it like everybody, if someone makes fun of Messi's height, is it de facto the whole nation? We're being ableist against the entire Argentina? Like, what are we putting together here? Because it sounds like you're stupid. It sounds like you're just a dumb man.
He's the same height as Griezmann, dude. Like, the shit is like, come on, dog. Like, stop it.
That like the dude is a damn midget. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
don't drop slurs on We Made It podcast, sir.
Okay, a tiny person.
Boy, little person.
Okay, you can go now. That's all I want to say.
Which also, like, what French person or what German person knows how Argentine gauchos walk? Like, what are we like? What walk is that? Like, nobody know. Like, is there
I
like
don't
some
even know what
walk?
he's talking. I don't
Like,
know what he's talking about. I don't know. I'd never even thought about. The only person whose walk I can think about is how Rodrigo de Paul walks. Is kind of funny sometimes. Like
yeah,
the way
but
he
that's not.
runs is kind of funny. But I never thought of like how a gaucho walk. I didn't even. When's
That's
the
not a
last time you
thing.
motherfuckers actually had a cowboy? I'm not even gonna play
Yeah,
this game, dude.
yeah. Nobody over there. Nobody like Messi never rode a horse, dog. Like you swear, dude.
Your
Like,
president has mutton chops. Like I don't want to play this
yeah,
game right now, dog.
that's
Get out of here.
corny. Like you're drunk. Like your son sends you hella money because you force him to, and you're literally drunk 25-8 off of what's that shit they drink? Fernet or
Yeah, it's so cute that he's like the only thing he can diss about his own people is like they're making fun of how our cowboys walk, which it's so funny. That's like one of the objectively like historically cool characters in modern movie and history has been like a cowboy, and it's like look at our big strong cowboys, and they guess they're making fun of how they walk. I'm like, what do you? I never even seen a player make a motion about that. I would have been known that. I see racism, symbolic, homophobic, all kind of shit all the time in soccer. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Caesar. Nobody from Germany.
Germany?
No German footballer is smart enough to know how the Cowboys walk in Argentina.
The only people that are suffering from Germany is Brazilians. We're the only ones suffering the 7-1 posts all day, every day for 20 years. The only people getting beat downs in like correlation to Germany is us in
Even
Brazil.
I do it.
No
Even
one
I
even
do it.
I didn't even I forgot that Germany and Argentina played. I forgot that happened. No one cared or looked. All I remember was Higuain damn near getting his jaw blown off. And if they was making fun of that, then I'd be like, yeah, that ain't right. They shouldn't be doing that shit.
But it's not
They're
racist.
not even doing that. It's not racist though.
Exactly.
It was definitely an attack.
Yeah,
It was an assault crime. Arrest him.
Manuel Neuer got away with it because
Should
he's
have got a
whiter
red
than
card.
Higuain.
It should have been a red card, but I'm not gonna. No one is out here, pretending to be like putting signs up. Look, I'm Higuain's jaw. No one's doing that on the field.
Neuer got away with it because he's whiter than Higuain, but it ain't racist at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
what a big pigmentation difference between Neuer and like Argentinian players, right?
Okay, so we had one person in Argentina actually like say something against racism.
Is it Batistuta?
Sadly, no.
That'd make me actually tear up. That'd make me really happy. He's the only Argentinian player I actually loved, other than Maradona.
I think his
like
ankles are shot. So he said this guy who was like the deputy minister of sport, Julio Garo, said that Messi, who was not on that bus, should come out and offer the appropriate apologies as because he's the captain of the team. And because he said that, the president of Argentina, Javier Milei, who's where is that name from? Milei? Like that sounds French or something. Like you're not indigenous. Like it's not even like Spanish. Like you're like freaking from Hungary or something.
There was no Cowboys named that either. Sorry,
no,
dude.
like you're literally like your name is from somewhere. Like let me actually see what this back because like what
funny walking Cowboys named Malai.
Yeah, like you never had no gauchos in your family, buddy. You look like some freaking
grandpa's probably from damn Sicily with like whatever, dude.
Like maybe from Sicily. Like I doubt it.
Like, might be too black.
Like, oh, he's Jewish. I guess he converted to Judaism. But they're not saying much about his background, like his family. Because I know
I got scrubbed a little bit.
Let me see. Croatian. There we go.
Get all the way the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
His father is of Italian descent and his mom is of Croatian descent.
What a shock, man. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Crazy. You don't hear things like that.
Allegedly, his grandparents had discovered that they were Jewish before their death.
I mean, That sounds a little sus, but I'm not gonna play that game right now. We're not about to go that hard, but that sounds a little funny.
Yeah, but either way, it's like you're fugazi. But anyway,
Yeah.
so this person, Julio, the deputy minister of sports, said that Messi should come out and apologize, and he got fired for that. Literally got fired. And the president, who's a weirdo, said that the office of the president states that no government has the right to tell the Argentine national team, world champions and double Copa American champions, or any other citizen what to comment, what to think, and what to do. That is why Julio Gatto ceases to be the undersecretary of sport. He didn't try to tell him what to do. He said, this is what you should do because you're the captain and your team is out here hopping on live doing racist songs to like you played at PSG, fool. Like anything you won because at PSG was because of Mbappe, actually. So
you're not even asking for much either. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not like Messi could have did a little damn IG tweet like he did about ridiculous in Spanish or whatever. Talking about the game they had, Olympic game. He had energy to do that. He had energy to talk about the damn Olympic game that no one watched or knows. The damn stadium is banned or no fans in the stands either. Like no one cared. But you don't got energy to talk about this bus incident, which was national worldwide headlines.
It's a shame. And honestly, like I feel like Messi's are fucking racist.
Yeah, no.
Like I feel like I don't want to do that, but like I'm like,
but what are you when you watch stand idly by or you make no comment? I'm gonna take that you supported it.
And also, you're telling me that Messi commented about this game against Morocco today?
Yes, he posted like incredible, some of that in Spanish, and it's like incredible or whatever about the 15-minute game. You got to talk about some fucking Olympic game?
They threw
your team won, and the headline was not honestly. The headlines wasn't been like, "Wow, you guys have had such a great run. What an incredible story." The headlines was about the damn bus, dude. After, and that's your team in the jerseys of the national team. You just played the game. Literally, you don't got energy to tweet then?
Yeah, nothing. You didn't have one word to say like, oh man, that's kind of messed up. But like you could have even been fugazi and been like, you know, that song is messed up, but Enzo's a good guy. You know, I know his dad, you know, he's a cool dude, he's drunk, but like, you know, you could have been like his mom's cute. I like Enzo, he's a cool guy, but
honestly, dude, he could have posted like hand face emoji. He could have did that emoji like this, like, and it's like a black dude. That'd be funny as hell. Like, you know, like, he just picks the darkest one.
He doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't know how to do that.
But I know, he's probably looking like. No, but if he just did that, I'd be like, at least the man is saying something. Like he's probably like, maybe my media team doesn't let me comment on things publicly, so I'm just gonna do this emoji. But you literally were dead silent, but posting AFPF posts about your winning. That's all you want to talk about. And then today you can write all black text in incredible whatever or absurd or whatever. Get the hell out of here.
You don't even know any of those players that are playing the Argentine Olympic team. You don't know one of them, dude. And it wasn't even crazy. Of course the French team crowd is going to be mad because none of y'all apologized or said shit except for the one person. Like if the Argentine Federation and all these people came out and said like, you know, we're sorry, then it might have been different. But I also want to read what your boy, one of your favorite midfielders of all time, Rodrigo De Paul, who got like mollywopped by Vinicius Jr. shoulder to shoulder, flew actually by this little skinny dude. Rodrigo, the buff-ass De Paul, went shoulder to shoulder with Vinny and got bucked and flew on the ground. I did not forget that. I want to, but Cesar needs to pay attention though, because I already see what you're doing. You're looking for something, just wait to look for it until after I'm done. You're still looking for it. You're still doing it, huh?
I'm looking at you now.
It's a goddamn lie, but it's okay. Okay, so Rodrigo De Paul said, like, this is what Rodrigo De Paul had to say about defending Messi, okay? He said, Leo didn't let us sing songs to Brazil on the pitch because he knows how everything works. Then in the hotel and private, it's a different story. And then he gets on top of the table, basically to sing the songs. Now, I don't know what racist songs they have against Brazil, but hopefully they're better than the French ones. Uh, because like that's a rivalry. It's like you better have something really good to say.
Yeah, better hope I don't hear it either.
You feel me? Okay, so then he continued. He said, on the Colombian side, they said that Messi and Di Maria were no longer the same, and we wanted to go and look for them as soon as we won. Leo told us, nobody is going to pick on anyone. Now we're going to celebrate. DePaul also said, Enzo's thing is because one doesn't analyze the song on the pitch. It's pure chicanery, like, whatever. I understand that there are people who suffer racism and other issues. I think they could have sent him a private message and told him directly. Okay, so every black person in the world, okay, you call him and tell him that it might bother you. You don't stop following him and you don't put on such a show. The song is because we were there. People sing it too. So for him, what Wesley Fofana did is putting on a show.
Once again, I fucking hate Rodrigo de Paul so much. I like the blood that boils in my skin when I watch him play. And of course he plays for Atletico Madrid. Are we surprised? No, because these motherfuckers walk together, they get the same checks together. It's one big goddamn circle of disgusting racist fuck. I hate them. Your teammate Rodrigo de Paul was not partying privately on the bus or in the locker room, and then some water boy was like, yo, these motherfuckers was doing monkey chants in there, and that's what we heard about. And then Fofana posted. He clicked go live on Instagram, and he sang a song about trans women and Golan players and Nigerian and Cameroonian parents and passports about French people, okay? Yeah. On IG Live. Wesley Fofana didn't go on IG Live, press the live button and be like, you see how these bums walk over there? No, he didn't do that. Him and his tiny ears tweeted or just wrote on a screen capture, incredible how people are racist these days or whatever he wrote in French. If anything, the man showed the most minimal fire back.
Right.
And Rodrigo de Paul, how many people have you unfollowed? Probably millions and unfollowed. It's very normal. I've unfollowed my best friends and followed them back. It's whatever. If someone wants to pick apart drama about following and following, that's goofy shit. It's not about that. We're not talking about that. We're not addressing that. We're addressing the context of what Enzo said. And if you're telling, and if your defense is telling me that Messi, it acts one way outside, but it be acting different in the locker room, buddy, you're not covering up for your homie. Because that's making me real sus of your boy right now.
Right.
Don't learn how to cover for your boys first off. Literally. Because I'm sure Messi even said that, like, yo, don't comment about me no more, stupid ass. Like, you're dumb as hell. Don't talk about me, dog. Don't talk about me. He probably don't even fuck with you because I don't think he has any real friends. He's probably like, never say my name again, I'll kill you. like for real. So the worst way to cover up your boy is like, yeah, he didn't say nothing, but behind the scenes he be acting up too. What the fuck?
Kind of Loki.
Worst time to say that.
Loki snitched on him. Kind of snitched on him.
And every time you talk about Messi response, I think about that video, the IG reel you sent me of Messi's.
Don't say it. Don't say
it. But I just always imagine that. Like, I just imagine, I'm like, that's the guy that be on top of the table. No way. Like, right. Doing what?
He doesn't. I can't imagine Messi memorizes the songs. He just probably says the slurs over and over.
I've heard Messi, like, when they had the COVID stuff, I heard Messi talk on the field, like the mic. It's not even like, how do you say? It's not even like real words. Like, yeah, he talks. Like, he'll say things. He'll like make little comments. Like he's making regular like Sunday league tough. He's not instructions. Like you hear like Van Dijk. He's like saying whole ass sentences and yelling. Like he's like saying like, come on, move on. Messi's doing none of that. Messi's doing like here. Come on. I'm like, it's just a regular dude. Like, if that's a captain, I'm a fucking captain, and I'm not. Like, I'm not that guy. But if that everybody is, then because it's just regular Sunday chat. Like, there's nothing crazy.
It's just like I'm open.
I've heard
walking.
PK say more. Like, what are we doing here, dude?
I mean, Messi's a certified walker, but anyway,
Yeah, what the
Rodrigo De Paul, like, you're not doing yourself or your team any favors. It's just really unfortunate. Like, these guys got to like dick ride their team so hard. Like, dog, like if somebody says something wrong, just be like, yeah, I don't agree with that. It's all like, I'm not like, I don't agree with that. Like, we're cool. Me and Enzo, like, we're cool. I don't agree with that. Like, I don't agree with that song. I didn't sing it. I didn't participate because I don't get down with that song. But like, if that's what they want to do over there, like, we got racist people everywhere, like that's what they're doing. I don't sing racist songs myself. I'm getting cornrows and shit with a little bit of hang time. And I got like kiss tattoos or whatever I got,
I even heard that Messi doesn't even talk to anybody but like 4 guys on the team. Like he doesn't speak. Like I've heard that Julian, Garnacho, those guys never have They're like, they just come in, train, and leave. Like there's no like bond, no friendship. He's like, yeah, like they were telling stories like about like, oh man, like Messi called Di Maria like begging him to stay longer. I'm like, that never happened, dog. And if he did, that sucks because he's talking to nobody else like that. No one else is getting this level of communication from your captain. Meanwhile, you're seeing other guys who are at similar stature being leaders, being like mentors. You're getting none of that from Messi, dog.
Don't bring him up. You're creeping closer to bringing him up. You want to bring him up.
I got self-restraint 2024.
But no, for real, like we already know what kind of person Messi is. Like he's not that kind of guy.
He just comes in and plays really good. Like
and he's got 3 friends, just like Luis Suarez and Kun Aguero.
Otamendi too. That's like his buddy, yeah.
I guess.
But he probably thinks he sucks. Like, yeah, this guy sucks. He's a defender.
Right. He's like,
he used to have a whole bunch of dudes because they all played at Barcelona. Right. But they all retired and shit. So it's different now.
Yeah, I just feel like what Rodrigo De Paul did was whack. I hate that nobody can come out and say anything. And also, so I think it was yesterday, Chelsea's new coach, whose first name is also Enzo, Enzo Maresca, he talked about. I'm sorry,
is he Dutch?
Maresca, I think he's Italian, no?
Well, that's Liverpool's coach. I'm getting it's too many new coaches in Premier League. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I feel like he's Italian. Yeah, he's Italian. I think he was coaching Leicester last year or something like that, right?
Is he bald too?
He bald as hell. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was coaching. He coached Leicester last season.
Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess.
Oh, wait. So you know what? I'm not surprised that this fool didn't really have much to say about Enzo Fernandez because he did play for Hellas Verona.
Oh my God, he played for Hellas Verona. Like,
he did.
Oh man, I'm sorry, one of the most progressive teams ever, right?
And that's the Nazi team in Italy.
They encouraged. They're like, wait, he could have said more. He actually kind of held back.
Italy is like Brazil. Like basically, all the teams are Nazi teams until like they're not. So
absolutely fucking stupid statement. What a dumbass statement.
But this guy basically said like, whoa. Enzo Maresca said that he's like, Enzo Fernandez apologized, we're gonna move on. Like he didn't have anything to say about like the song itself being racist. And I'm just like, dude, like you're literally over there going so hard about the black players from France. Like this is high level racism. For me, this is the same as doing monkey chants. It's the same thing. The Argentine players probably should have just done monkey chants in the goddamn thing.
You know what makes it more gross too? It's not even like generic racism that you're just blasting to nobody. You're actually like inciting hate towards specific people, and you're being real specific about it. You're bringing up some countries, a country that only one player on that team is from Angola. So it's kind of funny you're pointing out people here. Like, that's why when you do the French and you do Angola, I'm like, really? Like, what is the real population of Angolans going to like France? Like, come on, like you're playing out of the numbers game. You're getting real specific, buddy. And then talking about And then, like I said, the transphobia, the Nigeria, Cameroon. I'm like, that's just really like you're not even your racism is not even like, oh, they're black or they're dark skinned. So let me make just very generic, gross, traditional racism towards them. No, we're talking about countries, people, affiliations to people's heritages and backgrounds. I'm really curious to see, like, first of all I know is that good luck Chelsea next year. Oh my God, that team, they might get relegated. Fuck it. Like, who knows what's going on in that team? It's a mess. Like, they were bad before. They just signed 800 people again. Like, that's gonna fix anything? I don't know what's going on over there. But then again, I'm very curious to see how some of those French players kind of received that. Like,
Caesar, you know they don't care, dude. You know
I don't know if
care.
Okay.
Caesar, you know they don't care.
I'm not talking about like all the players care, but I'm pretty sure like some of those guys are like, damn, that's real funny. Like that's
Caesar, you know
they probably heard way worse. Like from the on the field, they probably heard worse.
Caesar, you know they don't care, dude. Like,
and are they gonna? No, who won Euros?
Spain.
Okay, never mind. I was like, damn, I wish France won because then they would have played in that the World's game or whatever.
Finalissima or whatever.
Yeah. The Finalissima friendly, that would have been just like 9 red cards.
but would it though? Because Caesar, this is the thing.
It would. I know you're trying to be like they would.
Caesar, you're gonna what is it about to be August? In a little bit, we're gonna see a picture with Wesley Fofana and Enzo together. We're gonna see that, dude. We're gonna see a picture of them unity, you know, like we're gonna see that, dog. And Caesar, let's be honest. How many French players have said anything? Wesley Fofana. That's it.
Okay, but I can still hold out hope that it's not
Caesar,
like that.
All the French black players that we have, only one of them said anything.
Yeah, but I don't like doing that game. I don't like doing that because everybody was even saying that it was inevitable that France was also going to be like voting right wing and being a conservative country.
Okay,
that didn't happen as well too.
Listen, you're trying to
people just might not be in the mood for that right now. They might not be in the mood for that right now.
Save it for Power Report. We're not.
They might not be in the mood for that right now.
Caesar,
they might not.
See this right here? That's fugaziness. Yeah, exactly. I just like in
the locker room. They be jumping up real mad about Messi. They're totally different in the locker room. They were saying shit in the locker room.
Okay, you got Badia Shield, Nkunku.
I don't like how you said. Don't say Nkunku like that. You say it real kind of weird. I don't like that.
We're not saying. I'm not saying it how. I'm not saying it how I say Bayoko Saka.
You're saying it like you're on Wakanda. I don't like that. Just Wakanda shit. You're saying it. There was a big breath in between the KUN and the KU.
I want to do it real racist, but I'm not gonna. I want to do it right now.
Today, whole frame.
I want to do it right now, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you want to do all the wheezing and breath sounds the way you say it. I'm not gonna let you do that.
As soon as I end stream, I'm gonna do it crazy. Okay, so we got Nkunku, we got Badia Shield. Who's the other center back? No, there's like Diaby. No, there's not
Diassi.
Yeah, maybe Diassi. Yeah.
Yeah, Diassi.
Rabiot. Malo Gusto. Who?
Yeah, Malo Gusto barely. No,
stop it. You got other like black French players. I never seen none of them say nothing. Only Fofana. Where's Mbappe at? Ain't no Argentine players on Real Madrid. You're not offending nobody. Where's Mbappe at? You're the captain of France. He's wearing the captain armband for France. Hugo Lloris, who did retire from France already, he said something. Where's Mbappe?
I don't know. Also, at the same time, I don't like that. I think sometimes we get so focused on where are the responses that it takes away from the people that made the original shit. Like, I don't want to get caught up in who didn't clap back or not, because let's not forget that Enzo did that shit. And
I didn't forget that.
People and Enzo did that shit. His apology was trash. His dad is trash. And Rodrigo de Paul came up and basically supported it and indicted and implied that Messi be singing it too. So that's the thing that needs to be. Those guys are all need to work on fixing that shit and making some much better statements or showing it than more than I need other players of French be like, yo, I was offended. What the fuck? Like, I don't want to see that either, because then it's gonna be just we're gonna play a game.
Well, Caesar, the Argentina already said like they're done. Like,
so what is France supposed to do? What are the players supposed to do?
Okay, Argentina.
Maybe the FP or whatever. Another possibility is like, yo, we just opened up a thing against them. We opened up a thing against them. So y'all don't be making a bunch of comments. They might use it against us or whatever. They might have told him you can't talk about it.
Okay, you know what? Maybe
that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be defending, but I'm like, that's probably the only reason. Also, like, Mbappe is like so faking with like a massive team. I can't imagine him making direct comments on this. I just think he has like a whole team and shit. I don't think he's doing that.
Mbappe's talked about stuff before, hasn't he? This fool
really you. Yes, there was the interview by him talking about politics. That's the most I ever seen.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, but that's the most I ever seen from him.
Okay, but that's a lot, dude. And they all came out against the right wing in France.
Yeah, but when that one dude was talking about him being fake African, he was real quiet again. So is it really?
No. Caesar, you forgot.
Homie kind of went in on him.
Who?
The dude from Cameroon was like,
yeah, no, Caesar. I remember that whole state. I remember that whole thing. I remember the episode we talked about it, because that's when you went in on the French players. You actually agreed with them.
Maybe don't talk about this because you're gonna. They might think I'm on the other team, my Argentina team after that.
I'm not gonna call out what you said about French players of African descent.
That song is like C tier to what I did.
Exactly.
Over the years, I've said way more hateful.
Yeah, but that dude was like basically saying like, oh, like you, basically like you want to talk about like African stuff, but then you play for France, and then Mbappe said like, oh, like you go and play for Africa, then you fight your own teammate.
Which is great, because it was like, this motherfucker really decided to talk about this, but then go and be an absolute brain dead idiot on the field. I'm like, great. You had to be the dude swinging on your own goddamn teammate. Like, you didn't back yourself up here, big dog. You did something stupid after, but he was right. But you been stupid after.
Like that was that's a good back and forth there. You know,
fun. That's a good one.
I'm down for that. But at the end of the day, like I feel like this thing with Argentina, like their national team, it's gonna get swept under the rug, and I can't do that. Like,
under the rug.
It's already swept under the rug. Under the rug. I think part of that is because not a lot of French players have come out and said anything. But okay, I just feel like it's really a stain, and I'm like, am I looking at Messi like he's a racist? Like, is Messi racist? Because I was like, okay, maybe Messi is like on vacation in Mykonos with his family and Luis Suarez or whatever. Like, maybe he's like, he's not plugged in right now. That's what I was thinking. But then I looked at the Miami United or whatever, what is it called? Inter Miami highlights, and he's like there. I was like, damn, this fool's like about to go back and start playing again, because he walked around the whole Copa America anyway. So I'm like, you're around, you can't say shit.
Not only that, he didn't say anything about Enzo said, and then Rodrigo de Paul put his name in his mouth, and you didn't even go. You could have even said, I know a lot has been going on, but I just want to say, in relation to whatever DePaul said, I've never said anything crazy in the locker room. I just motivate the team in the best way I can in the locker room. He could have said some goofy shit like that. You didn't even address DePaul talking about in the locker room you be getting buck wild also. So if you're not saying nothing, you got other people saying you do be saying shit.
This is the thing. Like,
racist, dog.
We've all been in.
And your best friend, the only black person that you're friends with was Neymar. That doesn't make a good case for you.
Okay, let's be real. I don't really think him and Neymar were actually friends. I think
they are actually friends.
I don't think they are. I think Neymar just rides his tip His only black friend is Luis Suarez, actually. But
I think they were friends because
don't
there's
think-
no way Messi. There's no way Messi would even consider going to fucking Paris Saint Germain without Neymar there. There's no way, Bam. I'm
Caesar,
not gonna
Caesar,
let you believe.
Caesar,
You
Caesar.
don't believe that. You
Caesar.
don't believe that.
Caesar, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
There's
Actually,
no way. Who to play with Di Maria?
Caesar, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Are you ready? You may have forgot, but I didn't. We saw the contract, the contract that Messi wanted from Barcelona. It got leaked. The only team that could offer that stuff to Messi was PSG. I don't think that him and
all that shit. Yeah.
I don't think him and Neymar are like homies. I think Neymar is riding his tip, like just Messi, and that's what the relationship was. I don't really think like they're homies like that. And you also know why? Because Neymar used to be having them birthday parties, and Messi was not there. When Neymar was having them big birthday parties in France,
but Messi might be sensitive to loud sounds.
No, granted, Caesar, don't do that, dog. Don't do that. Because see, you're trying to get me to do shit, and I'm not trying to do it. But so somebody who watches Power Report might go back and watch this and be like, "Whoa, okay, you can do that. That's fine." Because I was about to do other shit.
Messi be on Zoom like that.
I'm getting so close to doing these jokes, and I don't want to do it. But anyway. I forgot what we were even talking about. Either way, like I'm looking at Messi, like, are you a goddamn racist? Like, are you okay with racism, dog? Okay,
he didn't say no. He didn't say no to racism.
Like me and you have been in locker rooms. For sure, like you could say shit in the locker room, but like if it's like 2024 and y'all are still doing like racist chants in the locker room, I'm like, dog, like we can't be singing that shit, dude. Like we used to sing that in 2004. We can't sing that now, dude. Like it's a different time. I don't want to be, it's social media time. Back then, if it was 2006, there's no social media. It's all good. Not really, but but now like times have changed. People are like,
unless your locker room is literally just racist.
Yeah. That's
then
what
I'm sure you can do the singing in there if it's racist.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, unless the case is that y'all are just racist up in there.
Yeah. Which we're not saying that as if like it's not possible. Oh, I'm sure there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of racism and racist teams. Like that's not a shock. Like you could even point probably teams in California where they're like that, like in different parts of this country or here, so that wouldn't be shocking to me. But if that's the case, then we're addressing that as an issue. That's a fucking issue. Like that's a problem then. And if Messi doesn't want to make a statement in contrary to everything, the team that he's might I remind you, the captain of, because there was a lot of talk about how is Brazil going to have a captain who's having all these issues off the field and partying and everything, because his off the field was apparently indicative of Neymar on the field, which I agreed with. The same thing needs to be consistent on something like what Messi's doing. Hey, you're the captain. They always talk about you being the face team. Hold your team. They talk about Thiago Silva crying. Hey, you can't be doing that. You're a captain. Well, Messi got a team full of dudes doing racist chants. You can't be having that either, dog. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Say something, dog.
You're basically the on the field coach. Don't let that shit go.
Am I going to be saying Messi's racist? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm not going to call Julian Alvarez racist. I'm not going to do that because I like him.
Yeah. I'm not going to say about Garnacho either. I'm like, Garnacho's black. I'm not going to say that. Why would I think that? This guy literally, every single video I see of him, he's by himself. I'm like, that's the black guy. They hate him. Like,
and also, like, these are like young players. Like,
yeah, they're different generations too. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's like we talked about where like maybe the 2008 shit, it was like that. But the 2024 locker rooms, they're not really growing up or doing that for real. Maybe they're playing Hell's Verona, but yeah, like,
I feel like it's not necessarily on young players to be like stepping out and saying like, hey, this is wrong. it's on the senior players, it's on the captain of the team to say this is unacceptable. And we haven't seen that from anybody on Argentina. We haven't seen it from Di Maria, Otamendi, whoever, even Javier Mascherano, who is coaching the Olympic team. He's like, oh, it's a shame that they're running on the pitch and they're throwing stuff. Why do you think they're doing that? Why? If you came out before the match, if Javier Mascherano's short ass came out before the match and said, hey, guys, give me the mic. Hey, this is Javier Mascherano here. I'm really, like, I want to apologize on behalf of the whole country, Argentina. It was really unfortunate, that song they were singing, and I hope we can have a good match today. Nobody's throwing anything. Nobody's running on the pit. Huh?
Literally playing against Morocco too.
Yeah, they're French already. Like, all the Moroccan dudes are probably are from France. So like you're like, nobody's gonna run on the pitch and do that. But y'all are all backing up the racism. So it's like, yeah, we want the hands.
Yeah, I know you said before, oh, no one's gonna care, whatever.
They're not.
I know. I think that no one's gonna make any kind of visible comments, but I think this stuff kind of festers a little bit. I think maybe not we'll see it explicitly or like statements, but I think you'll kind of see, because I think Argentina's kind of skated by on being very far away in South America. They kind of get away with doing whatever they want down there because it doesn't really go to Europe and they don't really care about what's going on. But this was like kind of like you're seeing like a little bit of Argentina being like super like some fake conservative European country. Like they were kind of acting that way about this. And like you're like going at France, this is very funny. I'm like, this is a very popular team. And they won on when they won the World Cup. This was a very talked about discussion. I'm not gonna say it's controversial because it's not controversial to be black and French. It's not controversial. They're French people. So it was a very big discussion about black people in France. And a lot of people from not from France were talking a lot of shit they don't know about. And talking about stuff they don't really be out there knowing what it's like in Marseille or some of these cities. They don't know anything about demographics in that country. So there were a lot of talking, especially Western nations. And it's funny, Argentina can go and start being racist when it's like, it's really crazy that a colonized country is over here being mega racist about this country that's full of immigration that was historically a colonizer, and talking about this in Africa. Just, it's a mess. I think that people might think about this more and might sit a little bit. And I think that Argentina does have a little bit of an eye on them. Like the people are definitely watching. They're waiting for another slip up.
I forgot about the vice president of Argentina. She was saying like,
oh yeah.
How is a colonizer country going to tell us about something? I'm like, what do you think? Like you are you're a settler colonial nation. Like,
my friend, Argentina, shit, I'll say Brazil too. Like Argentina,
yeah.
What do you think we were doing down there?
It's a settler colonial nation, bro. Yeah.
But do you think that around Argentina, every single Argentinian person is of some historic massive percentage or amount of indigenous background? No. And why do you think that is, buddy? Because you were destroying, pillaging, and destroying these lands and kicking people out and murdering them. Okay.
Literally. Just
as colonizers did, and just as you were doing as settlers post-colonial era. So you were in it too. They could never say something that I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but that was insane. I'm like, that's the only way someone like you could be the vice president of your goofy ass president is someone like that. Another dumbass too. There has to be two of them in that cabinet.
Literally,
a female JD Vance over there.
Yeah, I'm just like, you think that we don't know the history of Argentina? Like, you're a settler colonial nation, and they are the colonizer. Like, it ain't like the indigenous people won out in Argentina. Like they got genocided, dude. Like they got killed, and then a bunch of Italians and Spanish people came there, and Eastern Europeans and shit came there in the early 1900s.
And it made your country super Eurocentric. Like, dude, literally. What are we talking about? There's no look at Buenos Aires. Look at Buenos Aires. Where is the indigenous structure and landscape of the city, dude?
They got more indigenous representation in Canada than Argentina. Literally, dude.
And I'm sure the number of indigenous people in Argentina was way bigger than in Canada, dude. The population numbers down there were big in the South. Yeah, so you're not going to say, oh, no, there was a lot there. A lot died as well.
Yeah, they killed them. They said, no, we don't want you.
So stupid. Yeah, and I'm not even saying this as like, oh, I'm soccer. Like, if a Brazilian was talking about it, I'm like, you're crazy. Yeah. I'd be like, what are you even talking about? I don't care if it's fucking Roque Jr. I'm like, what are you talking about, dog?
Yeah.
What do you when they did slavery? What land do you think was there before slavery started creating croplands for slaves to live on? There was indigenous people there. So, my friend, it didn't work. It wasn't going too hot down there either.
If it was a Felipe Luis Podolski or whatever, I'd be like, dog, like you're literally like your mom's from Poland.
Alison Beckerman?
Yeah, literally. I'm like, your dad's from Germany. Shut up. Like, you don't get to talk shit, dude. You're barely Brazilian. But anyway, Caesar's on his phone now. Caesar got some stuff cracking on Discord. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you back. I'm gonna let you.
I just got a text. I can't get one text in an hour.
It's okay. I'm gonna let you.
I guess I gotta be dry as fuck, huh?
I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm not gonna keep you too long. But anyway, we talked about
holding up my pop and stream. I'm about to do.
We already talked about it all anyway, so it's all good. Anyway, we made a podcast. Maybe we'll be back at some point soon. I don't know. There's not really much transfers and stuff going on. But yeah, thank you, Sultan, for showing up. I can't say Sultan. Like, I can't do that. That's just not in my vocabulary. I gotta say Sultan.
The Grand Sultan.
Yeah, I can't say Sultan. Like, it just doesn't work for me.
Hey, Sultan, thanks for coming into the stream, Sultan.
Like, that's Sultan. But anyway, we will be back.
That's Sultan.
You feel me? And I'm not gonna do it like they do in the Balkans, Zlatan. But yeah, we'll be back at some point talking about it. Maybe if there's some more Argentine players or there's more like beef that happens, we'll talk about it some more. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe. We're on the push for 60 subscribers.
Still? Oh my
God. No, wait. I think we got 50. I think. No. We have
59 subscribers.
59?
Yeah, we need one sub. Can we get one?
Can we get one for 60? In the meantime,
one person sub.
Caesar, in the meantime, my YouTube channel that is dedicated to Frosty the Snowman got over 1,000 subscribers now. Okay, Caesar's texting.
No, I'm not, dude.
No, I know you. My Frosty the Snowman YouTube got over 1,000 subscribers now.
Why did this become a time for you to flex Frosty the Snowman doing?
I'm just saying, like, that shit is bullshit. I'm just posting Instagram lives and shit. This is like actual content. Can we get some love? But no, soccer's not big in this country. It's okay. We chose the wrong path. It's all good. But maybe next time we'll do racism stories in the real world. We'll start the other podcast.
You know what? You know what we did that actually really went hard. Loki, our game recap shorts kind of banged. Remember them joints?
The recaps.
The woman recaps kind of went hard.
We might
kind of went crazy on those.
We might do those again. We'll promote them more.
Yeah, we gotta do that though. Like, let's do that shit on TikTok or something.
Okay, well, I don't have TikTok.
I'll make we made a TikTok. I'll post it on there because I don't use TikTok.
Just post it on your personal TikTok. I know you're probably doing dances like Lewandowski.
I don't have any dances in my TikTok.
Like Lewandowski.
I don't even think I have a video uploaded.
Okay, so you're just a stalker. Okay, I know who you're stalking. Anyway, yeah, let me close that door. Okay. Anyway, we made a podcast. Episode 311, been around for too many years. Hopefully y'all are back for the next one. Holler.